Hello Fantasy Faithfuls and welcome to Corey Davis Fantasy Snapshot. In 2019, Davis will be facing a group of teams that last year gave up 341.9 fantasy points to receivers, third least in the NFL with 12.6 yards per reception and only 15 touchdowns on average.
Mariota rush, open, catch made, the Titans are going to win in overtime, Corey Davis.
Breaking down his receiving, a fair warning, this is the start of me showing you why you should not draft Corey Davis. My research shows that wide receivers that sees more targets to the left score more fantasy points. Davis leans heavily on the right side. Furthermore, he's not even that good at catching the ball to the right side. Sure, he's above the 60% benchmark in the short right, but when 30% of your targets come there, I need more to get hype. And 50s in the other short zones is really bad. And to top it off, he's really only productive when it comes to targets over the short middle. He has nothing that sticks out to me in his receiving trends. The best zone, I guess, is the deep middle, hoping he comes down with, 2 a game, perhaps. And the opponents that fit this the best is the Raiders. They gave up 35 yards per catch, and opposing receivers had a catch rate of 65% in the deep middle zone. Davis' one-game floor is 0.4 points and ceiling 12.7. Really not what you want a wide receiver 1 to have. It looks more like a wide receiver that should have landed in the 40s by the end of the year. And the likeliness of him scoring above the ceiling and booming is decent though at 1.7%, while his bust risk below the floor is low at 0.1. That boom chance has to be higher for me to consider him for 2020. I've had a hard time in 2019. His touchdown rate last year was 2.7%, the third worst of all wide receivers I've analyzed for all of this year. And based on my market share study, I've been projected for 107 targets and for only 64 receptions. Again, not wide receiver 1 numbers. I would like to take a second to remind you to hit that like button, leave a comment what you think about this video, and subscribe to the channel. I love every interaction I have with y'all, and every little bit helps me put out even more content. Davis had 3 very good weeks and 1 wide receiver 2 week, with 4 usable weeks. When he's not usable, he's just plain trash. He contributes nothing. The situation breakdown for Davis shows that he scores most of his points at home. Being in the 60s in this category makes him one of the receivers that is impacted the most where a game is played. He also scores way more points against bad pass defenses, but scores more against teams with a winning record by a lot. He fits the Raiders best, but situational for that game is a disaster. Davis saw 15 red zone targets in 2018, and with those targets he scored 2 touchdowns, so he has a low success rate and lacks opportunity compared to other number 1 targets on their teams. Sure, he has a quarter of all red zone targets in Tennessee, but when that is 15, that is concerning. And with the risk of him not scoring above 10 fantasy points in 2018 was 85.5, you gotta be concerned. Based on all this and his ADP of 102nd overall, I give him a draft grade of D. I've said it before and I'll say it again, do not draft Corey Davis. And I'm not saying this because I want to draft him like I've been accused of. I just really dislike him as a fantasy receiver.
From the 15, Mariota going to the end zone. A one-handed catch by Davis.
Hello Fantasy Faithful, I hope you enjoyed that video. Don't forget to check out more of them right here and here. In case you haven't done so already, be sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss a beat.